Boxing King Media, we're joined by, I'm going to call you the godfather of British boxing, Peter Fury. We had a good chat earlier talking about your aura that you present in British boxing. You're walking around, you're a man of knowledge, people respect your opinion. So I want to talk about a fight that got announced yesterday, shocked a lot of boxing fans, Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence. What was your first reaction when you heard about that?
Yeah, I think it's a fabulous fight. What a fight to take as well. He's not messing around, Pacquiao, is he? So that's going to be a good fight. Got to tip Errol Spence in that fight because he's a young fighter, isn't he? So, but it's not a foregone conclusion. But great fight, and I will be watching it.
What does a 42-year-old Manny Pacquiao bring to that fight?
You'd be surprised, This is a guy that's, look what he's done, for his country, and he's a great individual, Manny Pacquiao, isn't he? He's a God-fearing man as well. So I wish him all the very best in it.
When the Thurman fight was announced, a lot of people picked Thurman to win that fight. What was your opinions when that fight was announced? Are you thinking the same sort of stuff, or do you think because he's a bit older, this is going to be a more difficult challenge for him?
No, I think he'll really get up for that fight. I think Pacquiao's one of them. If he didn't think he could win, he wouldn't take it. So, but Errol Spence is a special talent as well, and the younger man should pull it off.
And when we talk about all-time greatest lists, where does it put Manny Pacquiao? If he pulls this off, you must have like an all-time list in your own head. Where would you rank him?
I'd rank him as one of the all-time greats already. Without this fight, he's achieved great things. Multiple weight world champion. You can't fault him. He's been a great champion, Manny Pacquiao, in and outside the ring. So he's a great fighter.
And just jumping on to Huey, you spoke to a few other people about it. If he was able to map out his next 3 fights, just pick me 3 names.
Not bothered, he's as good as anybody up there. He just needs his chance. So let's just get him. I don't like calling out names. It's not the right thing to do when they're taking other fights. But it's safe to say, Huey's up there and he'll be fighting anybody that comes along in his way. So looking forward to getting him out twice this year, and let's see where he's at the end of the year.
Do you have any other fighters on your books that people may not know about?
We've got Mishak Spear as well in the gym. He's managed by Tony Bellew, so I'm working with him at the moment. He's a lovely young fighter, so he's a special talent coming through as well. So it'd be good to progress his journey going forward.
Would you look to add more to your stable if more fighters start knocking on your door saying, are you selective?
It just depends, like I say, Tony's asked me to work with this young fella. I'll tell you a little bit about him. 24 years of age. I think he's got 4 or 5 young girls, babies, all girls, He's got a wife, and down to earth kind of young fella, and people like that, I'll help people like that all day long.
It's a personal question for you, Peter. Obviously, we spoke about it earlier, how so many people respect your opinion. Why do you think that is?
I've no idea, because I'm not into chatting bullshit. I tell it as it is, and I just tell what I see. I think I'm right, but I may be wrong, but I believe I'm right. So that's it. I'm going to say what I think. I'm not going to be controlled by anybody. I'm 53. God controls me. That's it. I've been through hell and back in my life. I've done heavy prison sentences. I've looked near on getting 37 years in one go, life over, lost family, everything. Why am I going to bow down to anybody? What I am going to do is ultimately respect everybody that respects me. Yeah, I'm a nice person.
I think you summed it up. That's probably the reason why I respect your opinion as well. You're a straight talking person.
Listen, there's too much bullshit in this world. Say what you believe and get on with it, and be nice to people. Too much violence going on around the world as well. That's what godly people ain't about, that, are they?
Is there anything specifically talking about? Obviously, we've got a conflict going on in the Middle East at the moment. Do you have an opinion on that?
Yeah, it's wrong. It shouldn't be happening. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of violence there, and them Palestinians. I don't care. They're walled in. They're in prison. That's no way to live. We're supposed to be a humanitarian people, liberal people, and yet you see this. It's wrong. It shouldn't be happening. I don't know what the solution is, but the solution is love and peace, isn't it? That cures everything, and it should be happening.
Do you think more sports people who've got platforms should be speaking about it a bit more?
I think so, because atrocities should not go on. We're all human. We all bleed, and you see things like that on the television. It should be happening. You know, I don't know what the solution is, but what is it all for anyway? You know, we need to live in a better world, and that's not good for society. Looking at things like that, that's my opinion.
I think a lot of people will see your comments and probably be inspired, and you might inspire a few of the boxers to maybe talk about it.
Well, let me tell you something. I have a very good friend of mine. He's called Razmi Awad, or Awad. He's Palestinian, and he used to be Yasser Arafat's one of his generals, one of his army generals back in the day. And you know, we spent probably about 3 years together, and we ate together every single day. Yeah.
What did you eat, if you don't mind me asking?
We ate lamb, and he done it in vinegar, and he spiced it, marinated it, and we used to have it every other day. And what a guy he was! You know, God-fearing man, a lovely, lovely man he was. You know, if ever there's a man out who I respect, it's him.
We've got a connection to the Palestinian people.
You know, listen, I've experienced. You know, we was in prison together. You know, a lovely individual, nice man. He was a doctor. That was his profession. You know, but all these struggles and everything else, it's just it needs to come to an end because good people suffer all the time.
Well, I hope this makes some sort of difference in somebody's life.
Listen, blessed Lord don't pick. We're all the same. Me, you, all this religion, culture and all that. There's only one God. So believe in one God. And let's just share one God and love and peace. That's all I can tell you. And, you know, God bless the Palestinian people. God bless the Israeli people. You know, stop the wars, stop the violence. It's no good. That's my opinion.
I know you're a God-fearing person. I'm going to let you finish with a line from the Bible. If you're going to give me a line that sticks to you first, that's personal to you.
There's so many, you know.
First one that comes to your mind.
You know what Jesus said. You know, peace, love everybody as you love yourself.
Yeah, perfect. On that note, speak of you. Thank you very much. Speak to you soon. Thank you.